Hello guys, and welcome to another episode of Let's Talk About It, where we talk about anything and everything. My name is Josephine and I'll be your host for today. So as we all know, this is a month of love, so today we are going to explore the ins and outs of love, dating, and everything in between. With me here, I have a very prominent person, Sir Samuel from the Computer Science Computer Engineering Department. Sir Samuel, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so get ready for a very insightful conversation, guys. Val's Day was a couple of days ago, and some people received gifts, others didn't. And some of us, we didn't get some, and we are wondering if we are supposed to be in relationships before we get Valentine's gift. So I want to know, is it for people in relationships or anyone at all can celebrate Val's Day?
All right, so thank you very much for this question. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of this show. So let's talk about it.
Yeah.
All right, so Valentine's Day. So first of all, we need to understand the root of Valentine's Day. All right, so Valentine's Day, it's a culture by a priest, okay? And he came up with this Valentine's Day as a way of showing love to people. So it was not necessarily for couples or people in relationships, but it is meant for everyone to show love. So you don't necessarily have to be in a relationship before you receive your gift or anything like that.
Okay, you don't necessarily have to be in a relationship before you receive a gift. On Val's Day, right? So it has become a norm. If you don't get anything, it is as if you are not considered as part of people who are loved. So what are your words of encouragement to those of us who didn't get anything?
All right, so there are various ways of showing love. Okay, so it is not only about getting a gift that shows that you have received a special attention of love or something. There are various ways of showing love. Your time, your attention, anything. So it is not just about the gift that you receive that means that you have been shown love or something like that. All right, so, and one more thing is, you see the culture and the society in which we are in, we have tend to limit our understanding of love just to one day, Valentine's Day. But that is wrong.
Okay.
Every day is love. So we show love every day. So you don't need to wait for Valentine's Day to receive something before you know that you are loved. Okay. You received something last year, May, June, July. That was a show of love.
But this is like a special day. It's supposed to be celebrated, right?
Yeah, it's supposed to be celebrated, and it is human beings that make that add value to stuff. Yeah. And so we human beings, we have created that value on Valentine's Day. So it depends on the mindset you have. If you let that mindset weigh you down so much and you don't receive anything, that is when you are hurt.
Yeah.
You know, expectations is what leads to regrets. Once you have an expectation and you don't get that expectation, that is when you are in regrets. Okay. Yeah, so when you are expecting so much of, showing of love in the sense of a gift, that is when you are.
Guys, I think we should stop expecting because that is what is weighing us down. Yeah. All right, so we are talking about dating. People are in relationships, and what actually is dating?
All right, so dating, there are various definitions for dating. All right, so dating, we can explain dating in different cultures. All right, so we can say that dating is a way of getting to know someone, whereby you are in a relationship, getting to know each other, and then understanding each other. That will lead to marriage relationship. All right, so that is one aspect of dating. Another culture might take dating as just having a friend of the opposite sex who you can just be together with and enjoy some benefits.
Oh,
right?
Some benefits.
Yeah, some benefits,
like...
especially. Okay, so we are talking about it, right? So,
yeah.
So
yeah,
especially in the worldly culture, right? Everything beneficial like sex, money, gifts. So this is where now, when you don't get your gifts, there is a problem.
Okay.
Right, so that is another aspect of dating.
All right. I believe you're an expert. So I want to know some challenges people face during the stage of dating.
All right, so some challenges people might face in dating could be, number one, understanding.
Okay.
You know, as humans, everyone has a flaw, right?
Yeah.
We all have our flaws. So now, the first step before you enter into dating, right? So you see the person and you are emotionally attracted to the person,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So when you are emotionally attracted to the person, you know that those butterflies and those things begin.
My belly.
And then you are like, you want this guy. You know, the guy is talking, and the lady also sees a very nice lady, and I mean the guy sees a nice lady and attracted and wants to, you know, get into. So now you enter into this relationship, all right? Not knowing or understanding the other party.
Okay.
So that is the first challenge that would come up when you don't understand each other, and then you get to the point where you start seeing some flaws in the person, and then you are wondering, is this the person I was feeling this, you know, butterflies and emotional attraction towards? You understand? So when you start seeing those challenges, that is when all other things will come into play. So the first thing is when there is no understanding. You don't understand, one, the love language of the person. You don't understand how the person reacts. You don't understand some mistakes the person does based on his or her upbringing.
Okay.
So that will lead to all other challenges.
So someone's upbringing can actually affect how they behave in a relationship.
Sure. I mean, human beings as we are, our actions, what we say, what we do, is all based on what we've experienced in life. So what we do actually is as a result of, you know, there is the subconscious mind, there is the conscious mind. So most of our actions, most of our prompt actions are based on our subconscious mind. And your subconscious mind is actually based on what you have gathered from childhood up to your current age. So your actions, any decision someone takes is actually based on his or her experiences in life.
All right, so in the midst of these challenges, how are we going to navigate through? How are we going to manage and move forward as a couple? Yes.
All right, so that's for those who are dating, right? All right, so for those who are dating, so it means that first of all, you need to have understanding.
Okay.
So you realize that most of the time we are moved by our emotions without any prior knowledge of what dating is.
Yes.
You understand it? So if you don't have knowledge, you will always perish.
Wow.
Yeah, so if you have knowledge of what to expect in dating, what to know, and knowledge comes by what? Reading. All right? So the first thing you need to understand is, what do you know about what you want to enter into? Funny enough, in this age, we don't like reading. We only read our textbooks and our biology books, but we don't read other stuff, right? Whatever we want to do, we don't really read and know what it's all about before. So for you to be able to navigate well in any venture, you need to have knowledge about that venture.
Yeah.
It's also the same with relationships and dating. You need to know what dating is about, to know what it's about, and then you can be able to navigate well.
I'm really learning new things here, guys. So I want to ask this. There's something that Gen Z's call the exploratory phase. Here we are just we feel there's nothing like this is the right person for someone. So you don't settle with one person. You are just testing the waters. Yes, like our generation.
Okay.
So you feel like, if I'm with this person alone and at the end there's a disappointment, I'll be hurt or something. So let me just like double date, get more people, and then finally select which one is best for me, which one I think is best for me. So do you think it's right?
So basically, you are saying that you don't want to put your eggs in one basket.
Yes,
Okay, so
exactly.
you want to just explore.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, so with the Gen Zs, that is the mindset and that is what they believe in. But personally, that is what they feel because of certain experiences they've been through, right? So you feel like you were with this one, it didn't work out. You were with this one, it didn't work out. Or you were with this one, you put so much hopes in the person, then the person disappointed you.
Yeah.
While someone was trying to enter and you disappointed the person. So if you were double dating, you would have just left this one and then go for this one. Well, that is, from my understanding, that is a worldly kind of thought, all right?
Oh.
Yeah, that is a worldly kind of thought because what is the guarantee that whoever you would be with wouldn't disappoint you in future?
That is why
So if you are double dating or you are dating maybe 5 people at a time, remember I told you that human beings, we have flaws, right?
Yeah.
Each and every one of them has flaws,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
So what if you identify all the flaws in all these? Are you going to now leave all of them and go for another set of
So you do selective. Yes.
Selective.
And be sucking them one after the other.
No. That is not a wise way of doing stuff. And I know people are doing that, right?
Oh, yeah,
but I
it's
don't think it's right for
So
you.
we should just stick to that one person.
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I want to say something.
Okay.
There's a video I watched. It's something I watched some time back. I think about 10 years ago.
Oh, I've seen.
Yeah, a video I watched on YouTube. I don't know if it's still there, but I saw this video and it has been with me up to now. It spoke about the 3 M's of life.
Let me take notes. 3 M's of life.
The 3 M's of life.
Yeah.
So one, it says that the first M to know in life is to know your master.
Just to know.
Know your master.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, me being a Christian, my master is God through Jesus Christ, right? So who is your master? So as a Christian, I believe that you need to know your master first. And then when you know your master, the Bible says that they that know their God shall be strong and do exploit. For you to do exploit in life, you need to know your master. Number 2, the second M in life is to know your mission. Your mission talks about your purpose, who you are created for or what you are made for. That is your mission, right? And the only way you can know your mission is when you know your master. Then the last M in life is to know your mate. Your mate talks about the people around you. That is why we say course mates.
Yeah.
Now your course mate was defined by the fact that you guys are pursuing one course.
Yes. Exactly.
So you found your course mates because you were pursuing one course. So this mate actually talks about your life partner, your life mate. So for you to actually even know your life mate, you need to know what your purpose is in life. If you really know your purpose, you wouldn't go about doing try and error, C, nanako, tata. No. Why? Because you know your purpose.
Yeah.
So when you know your purpose, it's some way, somehow limits that desire and that wanting to test the waters. Why? Because already you are surrounded by people who are in the same line of purpose as you have. The same interest, the same, not just interest, but purpose.
Okay.
So there's a difference between interest and purpose. Interest is when you have your personal desires, ambitions, goals, and stuff like that. But purpose actually comes from God.
Okay. Yeah.
So the first thing you need to know is your purpose. When you know your purpose, all these things will be solved.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I know my purpose. I found someone, and I think I am good to go with the person. But there are some red flags. I believe it's our term, but I think you do understand. So there are red flags I'm seeing in the person. How long do you think I should stay with the person? And if he doesn't change, or I don't see any signs that the person is actually changing for me, how long should I stay with him before I finally decide to leave?
All right. How long should you stay? So, red flags are things that you would really have to consider.
Sure.
Why? Because a man of God said that what you see now, what you are seeing now is what you saw.
Yes.
Right? So he said it's a seesaw. Right? So what you're seeing now is what you saw. Basically, most of the time, married couples say that the way the man was behaving or the way the lady was behaving is the same thing. There is only little changes. Okay? So when you start seeing those red flags, you would have to take them into consideration. So now, me being a Christian, what is the first thing you have to do? You have to start praying about it. Because in as much as we know that these red flags, you need to, consider them. There is also the miracle aspect where someone can change. But however, you don't need to, depend so much on that. Most of the time the ladies are, oh, I'll pray he will change, I'll pray and he doesn't change. Right? So, so you need to be, very careful. I would say you have to really pray and be led by the Spirit.
Okay.
Because you might go for you might consider these red flags and leave someone who will change later in future and become someone very great. And then you would be wishing you should have waited for some time. So for the question of how long should you wait, I cannot give you a specific time as to when to wait, but you have to know yourself by the Spirit within you, by praying, to know whether you should go ahead or you should quit. And you would know whether you should go ahead or you should quit. That is the thing.
Okay, talking about change, do you think someone can change just like that?
Okay, someone can change just like that. Well, change is as a result of an inward ability that is shown outwardly, right? So God can change anybody, right? Inwardly, right? Yeah. God can change anyone inwardly. And once the person changes, the person is changed. Let me give you a story. There is this man of God. I've forgotten his name, but I think it's one of the generals, all right? Okay. He was not a Christian, right? He was not a Christian. He was just a normal guy. But he was married to this lady who was a Christian. She was always going to church. This in Baku, evening service. She was Holy. Yeah. So this lady is always going to church. Church activities has consumed her. Yeah. So one of these days, the husband has been drinking and doing all those stuff. So one of these days he went to church and came back. When she came back, the husband had locked the door. Oh. Okay, so she stayed outside. She slept outside till morning. In the morning, when the husband opened the door, you know what she did? She just opened the door and greeted the husband. Hello, honey, how are you doing? Went straight to the kitchen, prepared.
No, that doesn't happen.
No. It's a true life story. She went straight to the kitchen, prepared breakfast. Honey, breakfast is served. The man was shocked. The man was shocked. And because of that attitude of the lady, the man changed and became a general of the gospel. Amen. So that one is it's not to say that everybody should go about, trying to be. You have to be led by the Spirit.
Yes. Indeed, you have to be led by the Spirit. So these times in our generation, because we don't really understand the partner very well, there are lots of misunderstandings and conflicts everywhere. So in a case where we are always arguing, we are always talking about unnecessary things, and it's really disturbing. It's really draining. Sometimes you've lost all your energy. You don't even feel the urge to continue the relationship again. So what do you think are some conflict resolution methods or ideas we can use in these times?
All right, some conflict resolution ideas. All right, so first of all, conflicts come about as a result of misunderstanding,
Yeah.
right? Misunderstanding also comes about as a result of individual perspectives, right?
Yeah.
So this is how you feel the thing should be like. The other party also feels that no, it shouldn't be like it should be like that. And all this happen as a result of your background, your culture, how you grew up, where you came up from. So all these things will shape your understanding, how you think, how you process things. So your thought processes determine how you understand things. And this, so when you meet someone whose understanding of things is different from your understanding, that is when there will be a conflict and you don't agree on things. So if you really want to continue with the relationship, then you would have to seek to understand from the person's perspective. That is the first thing. And that involves sacrifice.
Oh.
Yeah, that is a sacrifice. No, love, when you're dating, you love the person. Love has some attributes or characteristics. The first thing you need to know about love, there should be passion.
Yeah.
There should be commitment.
Okay.
There should be, intimacy comes in when, so the two main things are passion, sacrifice. And out of these ones, when there is passion, there is pleasure. When there is commitment, there should be sacrifice. There are some commitments that will lead you to some certain sacrifices. Okay, so when you have that commitment, you would want to know the person. So you'll be committed to understanding the person so that you can make that relationship work.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you need to understand the party.
Whew. Okay. Last one before you go. Can you give us some tips for maintaining long-distance relationships?
Long distance relationships. Wow.
Yes.
It's okay, so long distance relationships is really a challenge. So because you are not seeing the person, you don't know how the person behaves, because for you to really know someone, you need to see the person, right? And be with the person. You know why?
Yeah.
Because if you are in a long distance relationship, when you are angry, you just put off your phone. And that is it, right?
Yeah.
Or you decide not to pick up the phone. All right? But so you don't really know how the person behaved when the person was angry.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
So when you are with the person, you know that this is how the person behaves when the person is angry. So you know how to go about it, how to really, you know.
But switching off their phone and not wanting to talk to you is enough proof of their character. So
So it proves their character, but probably they could do worse than that.
Okay. Yeah.
Someone could smash your TV and smash your windows, you know.
Yeah.
You never know. So for me, long distance relationship is a challenge. I wouldn't advise for a long distance relationship, but
You wouldn't.
yeah, but if it happens, maybe you guys were together and then the distance set in, you know. And there are ways you can go about it. You know, because now we have technology, there is a way you can go about it to see the person, but there should be connection.
Yeah.
There should be connection. So once a while, no matter how distant you are, there should be times where you guys come back and meet together and meet and talk.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming. Wow, that's amazing, guys. I hope you really learned something. Dr. Samuel, we hope to bring you on the show another time. Sure. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all social media platforms at LTAI Talk Show. Thank you for joining. Bye.